Watch until the very end, and you'll discover the one terrifying truth about black holes that NASA will never admit, because if they did, it would shake the foundation of everything we believe about space, time, and reality. Imagine a force so powerful it can erase stars, devour planets, and bend the laws of physics, yet we still don't know where it leads. But here's the twist. Black holes may not just destroy matter, they may be hiding a secret so dangerous it's been deliberately buried. Let me ask you a question that should keep you up tonight. What if falling into a black hole doesn't kill you, but transports you? Not science fiction. Real, peer-reviewed theories suggest a hidden cosmic system. And it's not the story NASA tells the public. You've heard black holes described as bottomless pits, right? But that's only half the truth, because what's inside may be even more disturbing than we thought. Let's rewind. What exactly is a black hole? It's a collapsed star, yes, but one so dense that space and time fold inward. Gravity becomes infinite, escape becomes impossible, and the most dangerous part? The event horizon, the boundary where reality splits. Once you cross it, you're cut off from the universe. Forever. But here's something NASA doesn't talk about often. From your perspective, you wouldn't even feel it. You'd drift past the event horizon, still breathing, still thinking. To an outsider, you appear frozen in time. But to you, time moves normally, until it doesn't, until it starts to bend, twist, and collapse. Here's where things get dark. Very dark. Scientists have debated for decades what happens inside. The truth? No one knows. But theories get weirder the deeper you fall. Some physicists believe the inside of a black hole isn't a void, it's a tunnel. A passage to somewhere, or something else. This isn't fringe talk, it's backed by quantum mechanics, general relativity, and ideas even Stephen Hawking explored before his death. Which leads us to this mind-shattering question. What if black holes are gateways? Gateways to parallel universes, gateways to the birth of new realities. And if that's true, then every black hole could be a cosmic seed. A universe waiting to bloom. So why doesn't NASA talk about this? Because the implications are too big, too unstable, too terrifying. If black holes birth new universes, then our universe, this one, might have been born from a black hole in another universe. Think about that. You could be living inside the corpse of a collapsed star from a parent cosmos. Still watching? Good. Because what comes next will rip your understanding of time to pieces. Inside a black hole, time doesn't flow, it breaks. You could witness the entire lifespan of the universe unfold in seconds. Or live forever in a stretched-out moment. Now here's a fact NASA doesn't like to advertise. Black holes leak through something called Hawking radiation. They slowly lose mass and vanish. But when they vanish, where does all the information they swallowed go? That's the famous black hole information paradox. If data is lost forever, then quantum physics is wrong. If it's not lost, then the information must escape. Somehow, somewhere. And this is where the conspiracy deepens. Some scientists think black holes don't destroy information at all, they encode it. Not just matter, memories, events, you. What if you are still in there, your thoughts, your past, etched onto the surface of the event horizon like cosmic graffiti? And what if that information can be retrieved? You heard me right. There are theories suggesting that black holes may serve as the ultimate hard drives of the universe. So imagine this, one day, far in the future, humanity cracks the code, and someone finds you, stored in a black hole's memory. But here's the real kicker. It may have already happened. Some fringe cosmologists suggest that beings, far more advanced than us, could be living inside black holes. Not crushed, not dead, evolved, existing in dimensions we can't perceive. What if the black hole is not the end, but the womb of the next stage of intelligence? Sounds insane? Maybe, but the deeper we go, the more nature laughs at our arrogance. Now let's turn up the fear. What if black holes aren't natural at all? There are whispers in theoretical circles, nothing confirmed. Of course, that black holes could be engineered. Massive civilizations, billions of years ahead of us, might use black holes as energy sources, or even as computers. The late physicist John Wheeler once proposed that the entire universe could be a quantum computer, and black holes might be the processing units. Now ask yourself, are we being watched? Are we part of a simulation generated from the memory of ancient black holes? Or worse, are black holes alive? Let that sink in. What if the most destructive force in the universe is actually a form of intelligence beyond comprehension? Not conscious the way we are, but aware, selective, growing, feeding, learning. Maybe black holes are not the enemy of life. Maybe they're the next step. But NASA doesn't touch this stuff publicly. Too abstract, too frightening, too uncontrollable. Still here? Then you deserve the most shocking theory of all. Some physicists argue that the singularity, the core of the black hole, is not a point at all. It's a mirror, a reflection of the observer. When you fall into a black hole, you don't see the universe, you see yourself. Your own past, your choices, your pain, your guilt, stretched across eternity. This would mean black holes are not just physical phenomena. They're psychological ones. Not just cosmic engines, but spiritual tests. Maybe that's the truth NASA won't admit, because it's not about rockets or math. It's about meaning, about the soul, about what lies behind the curtain of death. Still skeptical? Then explain this. Some black holes appear to connect with each other through quantum entanglement. Across space, across time, like they're whispering, sharing data, behaving like a network. That's not random, that's design. If you're feeling uneasy now, you should. Because black holes may not be secrets of the universe. They may be the universe. And we might just be echoes, simulations, data fragments caught in a cosmic loop. Orbiting truths we're too fragile to face. But if you're brave enough to keep watching, we're only halfway through. So now we ask the forbidden question. What if Earth itself is already caught in the influence of a black hole, and we don't even realize it? You think that sounds crazy? Consider this, our galaxy, the Milky Way, is orbiting a supermassive black hole named Sagittarius A at over 500.000 miles per hour. Every star you've ever seen, every moment you've ever lived, is part of a slow, spiraling dance toward that dark center. So what happens when we get too close? NASA doesn't say much, but the silence is loud. And the truth? It may already be happening. Time on Earth isn't perfectly stable. Gravity wells from nearby massive objects, like black holes, subtly warp the way time flows. Your seconds aren't the same as mine. And if a rogue black hole entered our solar system, something that's more common than you'd think, we might not even notice it until it's too late. No explosion, no warning, just darkness swallowing the sky. Forever. Still think this is science fiction? In 2019, astronomers detected a black hole just 1.000 light years from Earth. That's practically next door, and they think it's not alone. Rogue black holes, wandering through space, may outnumber the stars. Invisible, silent, hunting. So here's the terrifying truth NASA won't say out loud. The universe is not made for us. It's not safe. It's not stable. It's a battlefield of gravity, radiation, and collapse. And black holes? They're not rare, they're everywhere. But what makes them so unsettling is not just what they are. It's what they represent. Black holes are nature's ultimate test. They force us to confront the edge of science, of spirit, of what it means to exist. Because nothing about them feels accidental. The precision, the symmetry, the elegance of their destruction. It all points to a design far beyond our comprehension. And maybe that's the point. Maybe black holes are the universe's way of humbling us, of reminding us that not everything can be controlled, not everything can be known. Still curious? Then let me leave you with one last riddle. Some theoretical physicists believe there may be white holes, the reverse of black holes. Instead of sucking matter in, they spit matter out. They may even be connected. One sucks in, the other expels. If that's true, then maybe, just maybe, every black hole is a tunnel to another world. And everything lost to darkness is reborn in light. So what does all of this mean for you? Sitting on your couch, watching this video on a glowing screen? It means the universe is stranger than fiction, and more terrifying than dreams. It means we are not the center. We are the question, and black holes are the answer. The final judge, the great eraser, the secret keeper of existence. Let's recap the revelations we've uncovered. 1. Black holes aren't just dead stars, they may be tunnels to other realities. Or seeds of new universes. 2. Inside, time and space collapse, leaving physics and consciousness scrambling to survive. 3. Information may not be lost. You may be encoded forever, etched into the horizon. 4. Advanced civilizations may use black holes as energy sources, data vaults, or even portals. 5. Some black holes may be conscious, or at least part of an intelligent cosmic system. 6. We may already be living inside a black hole's event horizon, and not even know it. 7. Rogue black holes could pass through our solar system without warning, and erase us without a sound. 8. White holes might exist as the other end of the tunnel, birthplaces instead of graves. And finally, 9. The truth is far too big, too wild, and too unstable for mainstream space agencies to fully reveal. Because black holes don't just destroy stars. They destroy certainty, and in their place, they leave only mystery. So here's the question I leave you with. If you could enter a black hole, knowing you might never return, just to know what lies beyond, would you do it? Would you risk your life for truth? Because in the end, that's what the black hole is. A question mark written in gravity. A doorway with no key. A silence louder than sound. And if you're still watching, then you're one of the few willing to look into that darkness and not blink. So now, it's your turn. Like this video if your mind was stretched tonight. Comment below. What do you think black holes truly are? Destroyers, gateways, or something else entirely? And share this with someone who still thinks the universe is simple. Because the terrifying truth NASA won't admit is that even they don't have the answers. The black hole is out there, watching, waiting, growing, and one day, it might come for us all.